What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Another day, another 47K. Are we surprised at this point? I mean, I'm not. I mean, we're sitting here at the exact same level that we've been at for the past month. Actually, it's been longer than that at this point. How long have we been in this range for? Let's go back and see. We've been in this range since December 4th. I guess it's coming up on a month for us being between 52K and 45K. Hopefully we get some time to nudge some sweat soon. We know what we're looking at. We'll take a look at it again today. We know the time frames we're looking at a breakout for. But I hope you guys had a fantastic Sunday. Obviously, I got my tea. Hope you guys have something in your hand, whether it's a nice cold beer, maybe a nice hot tea, a nice hot coffee. Well, we'll look at some charts today. Even though, right, in reality, we know, I mean, there's not too much different from yesterday, but there's some interesting things going on other than the Bitcoin chart that we can take a look at today. We actually had Link the Slink. Link the Slink finally back over 20 bucks. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited, man.
Bruh.
I'm pretty excited for Chainlink being over 20 bucks. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you. Boring month. Yeah, it's been a boring month, Digi. Boring month, my man. What's going on, Papa? Papa to Shelly became a member. What's going on, Papa? All right, let's jump on into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's sitting at 47,352. One thing I was looking at earlier today, guys, all right? One thing I was looking at earlier today, one of the only things we can look at, because in reality, Bitcoin's in a freaking crab market, okay? We're going sideways here for the last month, but in reality, we look at this, there was a possibility of some type of inverse head and shoulders playing out here for Bitcoin, where we did have a left shoulder, we did have a head, all right? It's a little bit of a small head. I don't know if this is the best head, but and then we had a right shoulder that could possibly be forming to come back up. Now we have to break that $48,000 level, which we've gotten rejection on multiple times here, right? If you zoom in, we've gotten rejection at this 48K level 4 times, really. 4 times getting rejected at that 48K level. Can we have the juice to get back over 48K? That is the big thing right here. So if Bitcoin can round out here, right? If Bitcoin can round out, that would give us a measured move. Let's just see what the measured move of this would be if that was the case. Like we said, we obviously have to have the juice to get up there. That would put us somewhere right above 50,000. 50,300 would be the level that we were looking at, which kind of makes sense because it's actually right near our 204-hour EMA that you guys can see coming across right here. So that would make a lot of sense if Bitcoin was to come up to test this 204-hour EMA in the short term. But we gotta break this $48,000 level in reality, guys. We know what we gotta do in the short term time frames here. I see everyone talking about the Bitcoin dominance, and yes, we will go talk about the Bitcoin dominance because the Bitcoin dominance is at an interesting spot. So let's actually go over and check that right now, guys. If the Bitcoin dominance, there's 2 charts we're looking at here, and I kind of talked about in this Discord a little bit this morning. If you guys were in there, make sure you guys go join the Discord if you haven't already. Link should be in the description for that, by the way. Go do it. And also make sure you guys hit up that like button if you haven't already. Smack that like button like you never smacked it before. So we're looking at some interesting things today. The Bitcoin dominance, okay, you guys can see right here, is coming up on this support level. And we've said multiple times, if the Bitcoin dominance breaks about this 40% level, right? If Bitcoin dominance breaks this 40% level, if we look left, there's really not much support until all the way down at the 35% level, which is the last support for the Bitcoin dominance. So if this breaks, we could be seeing a nice altcoin rally bet down to 35%, at least against Bitcoin. Doesn't mean that, necessarily the prices have to skyrocket. It could just mean alts outpace Bitcoin in the relative short term. But, that could be a nice move for altcoins, right? If this 40% level breaks, we actually get the lowest. We didn't actually touch on it last Sunday, or I should say, last Sunday. You guys can see we got the lowest weekly close that we've had since May of 2018. The lowest weekly close that we've had since May 2018 on the dominance. Will that get us some continuation here for the altcoins to break us down, right? I mean, this is something we've been watching for months now. We just keep seeming to hold this support line. Will it eventually break? That is the question, and we're coming up on it ever so slightly here. Ever so slightly, right? Teju said Bitcoin's juice has been squeezed in 2021. We need all the juice. All right, actually, you know what we need, guys? I'm sick of this range. I'm sick of this range. So you know what we need? I need everyone in the chat to spam the pickles. We haven't tried this yet, but I want everyone in the chat to spam all the pickles in the chat right now. I want to see all the pickle emojis. If you can't find a pickle emoji, I want you to spam just the word pickle in the chat because we need to pump Bitcoin up. Okay, we need something. We need to try something here. Okay, we obviously got to go over. You know, we know our theory of how long it might take Bitcoin to move up, but let's try it. Let's try the pickle juice. Let's see if it works on tonight's stream. Because honestly, I'm sick of it, man.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I'm sick of the sideways. You guys sick of the sideways. You know, we're all patient, right? We're all patient. But I think we're all sick of the sideways. So spam that freaking pickle like you never spammed the pickle before. All right? There it is. There it is. Shane, we'll get the Vikings. If we get up to 48,000... and we start fighting 48,000 again, we'll get the Vikings out and we'll start fighting with the Vikings. All right? I promise you. I promise you on that one. All right. Now, it's not just the Bitcoin dominance, guys. It's not the Bitcoin dominance being at a very, very important spot. It's also the others dominance, which is basically taking Bitcoin, ETH, and a few other top altcoins out of the equation. Basically, it's showing like mid to low cap altcoins, right? You guys can see that this is actually breaking all-time highs, right? You guys can see we had our previous high right here from May 2017, all right, which correlates with the top of our, you know, when Bitcoin was at 64K. You guys can see that we're peaking our head over that level right now. We actually got a weekly close above it last week, and you can see this week we are peaking our head still above that level ever so slightly. So it looks like we're going to get the highest weekly close of all time on the others dominance. Let's see if we can continue up. I mean, overall, this structure on this looks very, very bullish for altcoins, guys. Just like the Bitcoin dominance does, right? Where you have, you know, tons of touches. You have the back test of this, of support, and then a continuation up. You know, if this level can break with some momentum, we're looking at 25.55% for these altcoins to take over some of the market cap from Bitcoin, ETH, and some high cap alts. So it's not just the Bitcoin dominance being at a critical level. It's also the others dominance. It's also the others dominance. So let's see if this breaks. I'm looking for a move up here, and it could spell good things for the crypto market. It's usually good when you see altcoins rise. When you see altcoins rise, usually means that Bitcoin's doing pretty well too. Maybe just not as good as the alts. So are we on the verge of an altcoin season? I'm not going to be the one to call an altcoin season. You got. I want to do a quick rant real quick because I always see people saying altcoin season, altcoin season. I see it consistently.
Rant alert.
Guys, all of 2021 was altcoin season. It was an altcoin year. I see it all the time. When altcoin season? When altcoin season? Guys. Look at December 28th of 2020, okay? So this was the end of 2020, okay? This was the beginning of 2021. The whole year was altcoin season, okay? Now, I just want to make a quick note because I hear continuously, when alt season, when alt season, when alt season. It always is alt season. It's always alt season. So chill when alt season. It's been alt season for over a year now. Okay? I just want to put that out there because I see that so much. It's such an overused term. Oh, alt season on the way. Alt season on the way. It's always alt season. So chill with the alt season, okay? But I do think, based on how this is playing out, I do think it could be a possibility that we do get a little bit of a alt season back down to 35% on the dominance. So keep that in mind. Everything's pointing to, it's not just the dominance charts. Everything is pointing to a move coming up towards the middle to end of January. And this is something we've been talking about consistently, at least for the last week or so, that everything on the charts is pointing to a move in the middle to end of January. Like I said, I don't know why I say it twice. I always say everything twice. Okay, I always say everything twice. But nevertheless, it is what it is. Thinking out loud, say you're saying altcoin season soon. Well, I guess technically I am. Let's take exactly, Lupus. Lupus, you couldn't have said. I couldn't have said it better myself. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's always altcoin season, man. I see that absolutely consistently. But yeah, that is a quick rant alert for today because I see that. I've seen that all over on Twitter. I see other crypto influencers. Oh, altcoin season on the way. No, it's always altcoin season. But anyways, one thing I did want to note, and just to kind of summarize what we've been talking about, we're watching this big ascending triangle for Bitcoin. Okay, now keep this in mind. I'm not going to say that this is 100% trend line, but this is typically a bullish pattern, and these ascending triangles do typically break 75% of the way through. If we were just to take a look at, I guess I can't look at it that way, but I did the measurement on it back in the past. 75% of the way through this was right at about the end of January. Okay, so this is one thing that's pointing to a possible move at the end of January. Okay, we obviously have this consolidation. We have the low, we have the high, we have the low, higher low, right? We have the same rejection on the top side, higher low. Obviously, we're still waiting for that, bounce here. I still think we can go sideways here for, another couple weeks, and then a continuation back to the top side. But I'm still looking at this playing out over the course of the long term here. This is not something that's just a quick fix. We're not just gonna pump back up to the top. I still do think that we're gonna see at least another couple weeks of sideways action before we get the move to the upside. I'm gonna show you guys exactly why coming up here shortly. But I do expect this to eventually break out. And just for fun, okay, I'm not gonna say this measure move target's gonna hit, but if we were to take the measure move target just for fun here, okay, just for fun, all right, just for fun, let's just see what the measure move target of this would be. Would put us somewhere, actually it's right down here. If I took it from this previous high, right around 100,000, actually 106,000 would be the measure move target. Not going to say we're going to get there. You guys know I'm a little bit conservative, more conservative than most people here. But that would be the measure move target of this ascending triangle if it was to eventually break out. Could take another couple weeks, another couple months for us to break this out. Doesn't have to happen right away, right? It could go into February, it could go into March for us to make new all-time highs. But I think eventually we will get there, right? We'll be sideways. Maybe we start to make our way back up in February, and then maybe we break it out in March, right? Something along those lines here. I think is pretty likely in my personal opinion, right? Obviously the bears will be in here and disagreeing, right? The bears, I already know what they're saying. They're already in the chat. Whoa, I'm gone. What the heck? That's totally arbitrary. That ascending triangle is totally arbitrary. You can't draw it like that. Look at how totally arbitrary that is. Holy crap, look at this low. You can't count that as a touch. This looks like a chart that Savvy would draw. Savvy would draw this. We don't like Savvy. This looks like a Savvy chart upside down. Right? But if we were to look at this logically, I think this does make some sense into the move that we get next year. Okay. It also correlates with our Giordano Inu fractal. Okay, if you guys don't know what the Giordano Inu fractal is, once again, it is the consolidation from May, June, and July overlaid our current price action, right? So we're still waiting. We're still waiting on this. It could just be a little, I've said it again. I mean, it could just be a little bit more consolidation. If you zoom in at the price action, it still is playing out very, very well. If we zoom in here, you guys can see, the price action is still playing out. Look at this. Look at the price action. It's beautiful. We are right here on the price action. Look at how it's respecting the price action. It's all about the price action. I don't know why I'm saying price action 20 times, but if this was to continue to play out, we'd see the move back up here, right? Back down, okay? This would scare everyone. Everyone would be crapping their pants. Everyone's going to be crapping their pants at 45K. And then a continuation up would be that. And that would, if you look at when this would break out, it would be right around January 26th to January 27th, right? Right about the end of January. So two things that are pointing to the end of January. Once again, or I should say aside with the dominance also being at critical levels for a breakout sometime soon here in either direction, right? So we also have the Giordano Inu fractal playing out for us. What do you guys say in the chat? Jerome said another doomed fractal. Man, everyone's still extremely negative, man. I mean, I can still see the negative. I can still see the negativeness, man. MP5 said that fractal won't play out. Bitcoin will break out sooner than later. Hey, I like your comment, man. I like the positivity. Where's the positivity in the chat? Where's the party balloons? Where's the little party hats and everything? All right, I want to see those. I want to see those emojis. I don't want to see the bear emojis. I don't want to see the bear emojis. I'm sick of the bear emojis. Okay? I see them all day, every day.
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
I see them all day, every day. I'm sick of it. Bitcoin gonna lost 40K pretty soon. Oh, jeez. That's what Savvy said. Savvy's tweet today was very, very, we won't talk about Savvy right now, but Savvy's tweet was like, what did he say? Oh, you know, wave buy to 47K as we go down back down to 30K. It's all right. I mean, we're still in a range, man. Like, listen, Savvy, if you want to short support, by all means, do so. Short support, man. Let's short support and see how it goes, okay? Anyways, the weekly time frame. We're all worried about the weekly time frame. We just got our weekly close for BTC just 2 seconds ago. Look at the DXY. We'll check out DXY. Check out DXY. Looks like W forming. All right, we'll check it out. So we closed below the 50 again. I mean, I don't think the 50 is too important here, guys. I mean, we kind of said it the other day. I mean, the 50, we dumped below the 50. Didn't act as support. We got back above the 50. Didn't act as resistance. Dumped below the 50. Didn't act as support. I don't think it's too important of a moving average, to be honest. Everyone was, including myself, was making it to be like such an important moving average. Really didn't matter at all in the grand scheme of things here. We just keep slicing through it like butter on the kitchen table. But, you know, in reality, we're still stuck in a range. Still holding this green box of support, you know, at the end of the day. I mean, we're really just going sideways at the end of the day. The one thing I do like is we did not make a bearish engulfing candle. We actually got a close, obviously, above the previous low on the green candle. So I do like that. Originally, it was looking pretty a little sketch when we were down here looking at a possible bearish engulfing candle. So that is good to see. Bitcoin bullish divergence on the weekly. That is very true. We'll take a look at that also in a second. But the weekly close, I mean, it could have been better. But in reality, just a big sideways movement in reality. Support turns to resistance. We'll see, man. We'll see. Nothing has changed. I don't have the nothing has changed thing here. I'm pretty upset, actually. I'm pretty upset. You guys are like, how do you not have the that up here? How do you not have that? Cancel the Forbes interview? I don't know if anyone was actually going on Forbes. Don't get me started with that. You guys are going to probably say, oh, this guy was on Forbes. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything, okay? I will leave it at that. Let's see. All right. Our weekly chart on this. Still holding our upwards trend support line on the weekly RSI, guys. I continue to say, weekly RSI, support on all the last previous lows. All the last previous lows consistently. Support. Right? Something tells me over the course of time, I'll say support. And you guys will get super annoyed at me, right? It'll probably be Bob saying that, honestly. Support. Jordan, we know the weekly RSI support. You say it every day. We don't need to know. You say it every damn day. Right? You guys are probably annoyed at this point. But I like to point out things that I think are important. So we are still trying to hold that little support. Now, one thing I did find interesting, and I actually was watching, is it Eric, the Crown, Eric Crown Cave. I forget what his first name is, but you guys probably know who I'm talking about. Super awesome guy. I watch his streams every now and then. He was taking a look at the hash ribbons. He was either today or yesterday, but he made a very interesting point. So shout out to him. I wanted to show you guys on here. Every time, and this is an indicator that we looked at in the past when we got the flash back in July, and we kind of said that every time this flashes as a buy signal, it's always a great time to buy. Every single time, this is the time to buy. A thing that he noted is that every time we get the buy signal on the hash ribbons, we actually never go below that price ever again on a close. Okay, we never go below that price ever again on a close. And I want to show you guys because it's actually really interesting. It's actually kind of legit if you take a look. There's only one time we went below, which was the March 2020 crash. Obviously, that was a black swan event, so keep that in mind. It's a little bit different, but obviously we had the last hash ribbons buy signal back in August. I think it was August 7th, actually. And it happened to be right about 30, where was it? Right at about, on the close, was about, actually, it was right around 42,000, right? Right around 42,000 is when we got that buy signal. And we actually never went below that again on a close up to this point, right? And we can go back and test this, all right? We'll go back and test this in a second. But my point is just to make the point up front is we never go below these levels again after we get these buy signals on the hash ribbons. If we go back in time, obviously we had one here in December 2020, right? We had one here. We obviously never went below that level again, okay? We continued up. It actually acted as support, and we continued up. Obviously, we had this one here back in July 2020. We got the buy signal here. Obviously, haven't gone below that one. Now you have this one, right? Got the buy signal here. Never went below that price level again, right? If you go back in time, this is the only one you went below, okay? Which is December of 2019, right here. The only reason we went below it, okay? The only reason we went below it is because we had the big March dip. Obviously, that was completely black swan event. You can't predict those type of things. It threw a lot of things off as far as everything. So keep that in mind. This is the only one that didn't play out. But still, I mean, this would have been a great buy opportunity right here at about 7,000. Keep that in mind. We go back even further in time. January 2019, right? Right here. We got the buy signal right about here. You went slightly below, but it, relatively speaking, was the relative bottom. You went literally like $50 below that level there. You obviously never went on to get went lower than that again. We can keep going, but I think you guys get the point, right? We can do one more right here. September 2016, got the low, never went below it again. You guys get the point, right? We never go below these levels again when we do get that signal there. So I thought it was interesting. Shout out to Crown's Cave. You guys know who I'm talking about. But nevertheless, I thought it was pretty interesting. Wanted to show it to you guys. It was pretty legit. Black Swan events are unimaginable events. Bitcoin crashing is a recurring event, not a Black Swan event. Interesting. Interesting, bro. History is meaningless. Predict the future. All right, I can predict the future for you. I can predict the future for you, man. Let me bring that out for you, bro. Let me get you, man. Hey, Wendy, come on. Come on, Wendy. All right. Let me move my moon bags over. Bitcoin will pump to 60 over our new all-time highs in the month of March of 2022. That is my prediction here. March 2022, we will get the move. Let me check my crystal ball again. Okay, the exact date will be March 3rd. March 3rd, 2022 is when we will make new all-time highs for Bitcoin. In the meantime, altcoins will make incredible gains in that time frame. Altcoins will make incredible gains in the next 2 months, and Bitcoin will break all-time highs in Bitcoin will break all-time highs in March of 2022. There you go. All right, you got Wendy O's prediction. There you go. It's also relatively probably my prediction as early March as Bitcoin breaks to all-time highs. Fast hand Wendy playing Camirand. Nevertheless, Nevertheless, Edward said, you're wasting my time. Edward, go watch someone else's channel, man. Go watch. Hey, you know what, Ed?
Rant alert.
Hey, Ed, go watch someone else's channel. They'll make a prediction for you, but I guarantee you their prediction will not come through. So you'll still be wasting your time watching anyone else's channel. All right, Ed? Don't watch anyone else's channel. They might be a little bit less fun. They might sound a little smarter, but I guarantee you their analysis will not be any better than mine. Okay? So go watch someone else's channel, Edward. You gotta shorten your name to Ed, man.
Rant alert.
All right, Ed. I'm Ben. Suck it, Ed. Go watch someone else's channel, bro. Get out of here with your negativity. I'm wasting my time. Later, man. All right, anyways. Jordan said he's a waste of time. Probably. All right, what else do we have to look at? I mean, we looked at the 4 hour. I mean, Bitcoin's the short-term time frames are really, in my opinion, right now, completely pointless to look at. In my opinion, completely pointless to look at. You know, if you, I mean, we're really just stuck in a big range, guys. I mean, as much as I want to get hyped, I want to get hyped in the chat for the 4 hour time frame. You know, until Bitcoin breaks 48K, which right now it's kind of struggling, but it doesn't mean it can't do it, right? We might just sort of be rounding out here, quite possibly, before we get a move back up to 48K. We're still watching this measure move breakout if and when Bitcoin can break 48K. We'll continue to watch that here. Hourly is, we got another rejection, which I think is the 200 hourly EMA. These 200 EMAs, whether it's on the hourly, whether it's on the 4 hour, just to continue to be resistance. I mean, really spanning all the way down, which was previous support flipped into new resistance, right? Resistance here, you know, obviously December 31st, resistance here, January 2nd, just continuous resistance. Okay. You guys say you don't like me when I'm over here. You guys don't like me when I'm over here? Let me know in the chat if you like me when I'm over here. Let me know in the chat if you don't like when I'm over here. Someone said it hurts their brain when I'm over here. I want to let you know. Let me know in the chat if that hurts your brain. But in reality, you know, the hourly is really not showing us too much either. In perfect honesty, I mean, no bearish div. You're sort of just kind of stuck in a range between 46,700 and 48,000. Right? You're really just stuck in that range in reality. Ed's mom, you guys are crapping on mom. It hurts. You guys said it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Why is the? It hurts. Oh man, you guys sound like the Wizard of Oz lady. Where I go on the left side, she gets water poured on her, and you guys like it burns. It burns. Hold on, let me turn off one thing here real quick, which is that. There we go. But yeah, in reality, that's what we're generally waiting on there for, guys. So we will watch that there. So another thing, total market cap. All right, we'll continue to say total market cap is still consolidating. All right, still consolidating. Higher lows and lower highs. Casually coming in here, right? To make an apex coming into really wait for the breakout, right? So we'll keep watching this. Another thing that we got to have some patience for. I know patience is not a very common thing in this space, right? A lot of people are super impatient. I can see it in the chat. Hey, we go sideways for a month. People lose their minds. I'm losing my mind, right? I'm not going to act like I'm not human here. I'm losing my mind here. Okay, I think everyone's losing their mind. I think Ecoms is losing her mind. I think Freddie's losing his mind. I think Sergeant Page losing the mind. I think Blue Collar Jose losing the mind. I think Shane's losing his mind. Okay, Shane said I almost unsubscribed from the opposite screen, Jordan. I think everyone's losing their mind, and I am too. I'm not gonna act like I'm not human, like I said. I get it. I get it. But patience is a virtue in crypto, man. I will always say, time in crypto beats timing. Well, I guess I should say it a different way. Time in the market. Okay, so time in the market. I don't know why I'm trying to spell out with arrows. Time in the market beats timing the market. Okay, patience. We will get through this. Okay, we will get through this. I know it's agonizing talking about the same thing every single day. Okay, trust me, I know it's agonizing talking the same thing every single day when Bitcoin's in the same range over and over and over again. But I think it's important to talk about these things because it keeps your eye on the prize. It really keeps your eye on the prize. It helps you stay in a good headspace and not, you know, get bored out of crypto, right? There's two ways you can get out of crypto. Bitcoin can dump you out of crypto, meaning we have a big red candle, you panic sell, right? I mean, you guys know the deal at this point.
I'm gonna buy the top and I'm gonna sell the bottom, guys.
You can sell the bottom, big red panic sell, or what can happen is you can get boarded out of the market, which just means you go sideways for extended period of time. You get sick of it. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go into stocks. Oh, I'm just gonna go sit on the couch and eat popcorn or purple Doritos, right? Oh, I'm just gonna go get a big, giant, large, jumbo chicken wing dinner from KFC and just go sit on the couch and sell all my crypto, right? That's what crypto can do. While you're just sitting there, like Bob likes chicken wings too, if you guys didn't know. He doesn't just eat meatloaf. Like Bob saying, I'm so sick of the cryptocurrency market. I'm so sick of this. I'm just going to eat this giant, large tub of chicken wings. This is more fun. Right? And before you know it, Bitcoin starts going back up. You throw the chicken wings and you FOMO back in, right? I mean, that's sort of what happens here. And, you know, I think in times like this, it's more important to just kind of, instead of maybe looking at the charts, it's more important to just talk about, you know, keep your mind off of it, really. But in reality, total market cap is something we've been consistently looking at. And we kind of just said higher lows, lower highs. And I do think we're going to get a move here. Same thing by the end of January. You know, I think we'll get out of this range by the end of January. Okay, we're coming in here. The technical apex. I call it an apex. Okay, I call it an apex. I call it an apex. I said death grip. Oh man, the death grip. You guys don't know what that is. Don't search it. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, if the technical apex of this is January 18th, I think we'll get out of the range, whether we do break to the downside or we do break to the upside. I do think we'll get out of the range by the end of January, right? Either we break up like this and we start moving up, or we break down and we start moving down. I say we go up. Okay, I'm convinced that we go up here. Okay, for multiple different reasons that we've talked about. Giant ascending triangle pattern. Never going below our previous daily hash or not daily hash ribbons, but hash ribbons indicator ever after we get the buy signal on it. Multiple different reasons why. I'm not going to go through all of them again. Well, we'll see. Well, this has got to come to fruition relatively soon. And total 2 is the same thing. Total 2 is a little bit longer, showing about January 26th is the apex. But same thing, right? Same thing applies. Higher lows, lower highs. I do think we'll get a move here relatively shortly. Same thing, right? Stuck between our previous support, previous resistance. I think we'll get a resolve, you know, by the end of January. I'll say it again. End of January seems to be the move. Oh, God. What do you guys saying in the chat, man? What are you guys saying in the chat? Financially illiterate? Denise's stomach growled so hard. Listen, I had a lot of food earlier. Here's what I ate for dinner today, guys. Or I should say for lunch. I'm not gonna eat dinner today because I ate so much for lunch. I had rolled up little lasagna. Okay, I had lasagna with sausage in it. Let me tell you that was really good. I also had, what else did I have here? I also had, let me go to ETH here. I also had, what are they called? Oh man, what are they called? You guys could probably know what they're called. It's cabbage. Okay, you guys might be saying, cabbage? What the heck is that? It's cabbage rolled with rice, rice and lamb inside. Okay, so it's cabbage with rice and lamb inside, and you put some ketchup on it. Put that baby in the not in the microwave, in the oven. Oh my majoli! I forget what it's called. I forget what it's called, but it's absolutely delicious. I had that today too. It was really good. It was really good. I forget what it's called, honestly, but it's so good. It's so good. You guys will probably know in the chat. Stop eating hot dogs like cabbage rolls. It's not grape leaves. No, it's not grape leaves. Grape leaves are good too. They really are. It's not grape leaves. Grape leaves are the leaves. It's the leaves. Grape leaves are different. No, it's not grape leaves. Come on. You guys all say grape leaves. I like grape leaves too, but it's different. Grape leaves are a little bit different. All right. Anyways, Harmony 1, like I had this Harmony 1 chart up. Harmony 1 looks kind of juicy right now, guys. Not gonna say I maybe bought some Harmony 1. Maybe I bought some Harmony 1 pretty recently. But Harmony looks pretty juicy. Just to point this out, I thought the chart was looking really good. Very, very similar to the last consolidation that we had earlier in 2021, where we did break out, where we actually had 3 initial rejection points before we got to move and broke to the upside here. Very, very similar consolidation going on right now, actually, where we got 2 rejection points, and we're coming up to test it for the 3rd time here. If this breaks, we're looking for a pretty nice move to the upside here for Harmony, because the daily RSI still has room to run despite going up from 16 cents here. So Harmony looks pretty good. I obviously wanted to state that here because I had a pretty nice day overall. You're right at the golden pocket. You know, if this breaks, I'd probably expect at least a test back up at the highs at 37 cents for Captain Harmony, just because the daily just has so much more room to run. 4 hour looks juicy too. No bearish div. Just a quick update on Harmony 1, which I used. Well, not used, but I think looks really good right now. Really good. Just cabbage roll. It's not a cabbage roll. It's man, I forget what it's called at this point now. It's slightly frustrating me. Got in Harmony at 2 cents. There you go, Matt. There you go, Matt. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
What I'm talking about, man. I'm really hot. I want to go. I want to talk off. I want to take off my shirt right now. I hope one day I can do my stream like outside, like on like a, you know, by a pool or at the beach. Hopefully someday. You know, it's really hot in this room right now. Anyways, what does let's see. What are you guys saying in here? Yeah, you guys got me hungry again. I'm talking about grape leaves, man. You guys got me hungry. Golapki? I don't know if that's it, Golapki. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. MM crypto style. All right, anyways, let's go look at ETH. ETH is trying to Java shirt up. Java. I'm too sexy for my hoodie. Too sexy for my hoodie. Too sexy it hurts. I'm too sexy for my hoodie. Java, me or Java's not having a good time right now. We both don't like the sideways action. We want to move. Java wants to move to the downside. I want to move to the upside. We're both pretty bored right now, to be honest. All right, but no, seriously. ETH. What are we doing on ETH, right? No one's talking about ETH because ETH is not really doing anything. Kind of like Bitcoin. I mean, we're just coming back down to the bottom of our green box, right? Which is our previous resistance that we flipped in support 100 times now. 100 freaking times, right? 1 touch here, 2 touches here. DJ said I just lost an inch looking at that. I just lost an inch looking at that. DJ, that means that you probably were gaining an inch before that, which I don't want to know. I take that as a compliment, man. But yeah, previous resistance, flip it to support. I mean, in reality, we're just holding this green box. Obviously, if this breaks, it's probably not going to look too good, right? If this breaks, we're probably coming down. Right? We're probably coming down at that point if that breaks. So keep that in mind. But, you know, at the same time, so far, so good. I mean, let's take up the RSI here. I don't know if that's telling us too much at the moment. Yeah, it's not really telling us too much at the moment. It's just like Bitcoin, where it's just stuck in a range. It's kind of upset at this point. But if we come across like this, yeah, we've been stuck in this range since December 10th. We're talking about 22 days, just going up and down, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up. I don't know why I'm saying it in a southern accent, but, you know, generally speaking, it is what it is. Lost 1 inch. But, yeah, I mean, let's see. Let's see if we can make some move back up to 41.32. It was looking like a nice W reversal pattern, right? Where you had, you know, a downwards move. You came up, came down, broke back to the upside. It was looking like a nice W reversal. It still could be. I'm not going to say it still can't be. You could just be coming back down to test the neckline, which is right there. You guys can see we're sitting right on top of that neckline as we speak. Right on top of that neckline on the 4 hour. So if that can hold as support, I wouldn't be opposed to a move for ETH, you know, at least back up to the measured move, which would be, let's actually point this out, would be right back to 4,000 if that can continue to play out. Obviously, if this breaks back down, you're probably coming back down to test the bottom of the range, back down to 3,600. So watch that 3810 level pretty closely there. Obviously, the weekly close wasn't the sexiest. I would say that, you know, ETH's weekly is definitely not the sexiest. It's not very sexy. You know, trust me, I know what's sexy and I know what's not sexy. ETH ain't looking too sexy right now. And every time, you know, people know that I was married to ETH, I have to go. Because I am embarrassed. I'm sort of exaggerating here. I'm slightly embarrassed, and I'm wearing an ETH hat too. I'm slightly embarrassed at the Ethereum.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
I'm slightly embarrassed at the ETH chart here on the weekly. You know, it is, you know, we're coming down here. We did finally actually get a weekly close below the previous high, right? We got weekly close below about 39.29. Just saying, it sucks, dude. Tell the truth. No, we're not doing that. But we did get a weekly close right below this previous level here, guys, which is our weekly highs for May. You guys can see, boom, got the weekly close below that. So the weekly, I would say for ETH, I mean, I'm not worried about it right now in reality, because I'm not really worried about Bitcoin. So kind of goes hand in hand. But I do think you guys can see right here, weekly close high back in May. We did get a close below that there. So I wouldn't say it's the best sign there, but you know, in reality, we keep wicking down to these lower levels here at 3,600. As long as we hold 3,600, I do think we are fine, at least on the daily time frame. So keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. Let me go back to Captain BTC real quick. Let me see what you guys are saying in the little chat. Pawtucket said, "Sup, Jordan? Got my water." Blong blong blub 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 blub. Nice, man. I'm happy for you, dude. I'm really happy for you. Really happy for you, dude. Tsunami said, thoughts on BTC already hitting the 4.236 fib recently, and if it doesn't get through the 702 fib level during retrace, signal a bear market. The 4236 fib. What are we looking at here? What time frame are we looking at? Sometimes when we say these fib levels, I don't know the exact time frame we're looking at here. I would say, I would argue that if we're looking at, previous bull market high to bear market low, we went to the 3618. We didn't quite get up to the 4236, which was right around 75,000. So if that's what you're talking about, I don't think we quite reached it. Depending on if that's what you're talking about or not. Unless you're talking about the September low, which I doubt, because that's not going to be the 618 or the 4236. But nevertheless, like I said, I'm not too worried about that at the current moment for multiple different reasons. I predict Carl will steal the Jordan Inu chart and call it Costa Inu. Listen, if he does, bruh, I'll be very upset. Very, very upset. Let's see. D. Kennedy said, I believe. Let's moon. Why did you sell SHIB? I'm holding SHIB, man. I am holding SHIB. You guys will never know how much SHIB I own. All right, let me know this in the chat. In the chat, answer this for me. How many SHIB? Or let me say this. Yeah, how many SHIB do you think I own? Let me know in the chat. I want an exact amount of how many SHIB you think I own in my portfolio. Let me know in the chat. I'm interested in what number you guys put it in there. One. One SHIB. Well, I do own one SHIB. I do own one SHIB. He's right here. He's very, very cute. Not as cute as me, obviously. I'm way cuter than him. But he's cute, too. He's pretty cute, too. Maybe he's cuter than me if I take my hat off and look at my hairline. But he's pretty cute, too. 1.69. 30 million. Oh, wow. 140 billion. Who knows how many SHIB that I own? But I do own SHIB. I do own SHIB. You guys just will never know how many SHIB I do own. You're a SHIBinaire. Let's see. Philly said 6 months, boss. What's going on, Philly? Thank you. You've been here for longer than 6 months, but I appreciate being a member for 6 months, Phil. Phil, I'm gonna call you Phil. Your name's probably not Phil, but I'm going to call you Phil anyway. Because your name's Philly. You're probably from Philly, I'm going to guess. Okay, serious question. What's a better hold? $100 in Shiba or $100 in Harmony 1? I'm going Harmony 1, in my opinion. But I say Shiba can't go up too. We know what Shiba can do, right? We know what Shiba can do. But you can't, I think I would probably go Harmony 1, depending on how long you're looking to hold it for. That's what I would say, Phil. It's like we call Bootney Boots. Boots! Where's Boots? Hey, Boots! Lewis said you said you owned one SHIB, but that's impossible. Is it impossible? I don't know. I don't think it's impossible to own one SHIB. I don't think it is. Everyone's saying 1. Chris is saying SHIB. Everyone say Harmony 1. Harmony 1 is going to go crazy this year. I agree. It's why I stacked up on some Harmony 1. I did stack up on some Harmony 1. Shane said, this Shane admiring Bitcoin's death grip on 47K. Listen, I'm sick of 47K. I meme it every single day. I say, Bitcoin, I say, another day, another 47K. I got to trademark that line at this point because people are going to start stealing it from me. Another day, another 47K. Such a great line, in my opinion. Such a great line. It's absolutely great. It's absolutely great. Shane said, oh no. And Jana, appreciate that though, Shane. And Jana, thanks for the super chats. Say, can you please check out Engine and OGN? Yeah, we can check out Engine. Engine, I know, was moving up pretty recently. Let's see. Yeah, Engine's looking Let's actually go on the daily first and see what we're cooking up with. What we cooking? Hodl more. Sol, since they're getting much press. I took profit a few months ago and I want to know if I should have hodled more. Yeah, well, check it out, Denise. All right. So engine number 9 on the New York panel line. Back it up, back it up, back it up. It's a great song. It's a great song. I have way too much energy for a Sunday. Sunday's supposed to be like the chill, relaxed day, but I have a lot of energy today. I need to take out that energy. I need to take out that energy. But if we, I do think this is consolidating for a move. Okay, a lot of things are going to be consolidating for a move. Where is it pointing to? Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner. Tofu if you're vegan. The middle of January, January 11th for a possible move here. On the daily. Not much on the daily RSI that's telling you much. I would say, the daily EMA ribbon looks good. You're back above that, which what you want to be, right? Last time you got back above it, you were able to back test it and then go and test the high, right? Now what you're wanting to do is you are able to get back above it. Now you're going to be able to hold it as support and then come back up and test the highs. That's going to be the question here. And that could be the deciding factor in what comes next, right? If this holds as support and you get a bounce, could be the deciding factor that you continue to the upside. If this breaks back to the downside and you can't hold it as support, might be the move to the downside, right? So this could be pretty key as this is sitting kind of right in the middle of the range here. So, grand scheme of things, I do like the general structure is for engine, I think is good. If you guys want to know little short-term time frame action here. Let's see. Yeah, not too much going on in the short term. I think you're kind of waiting for the 4-hour EMAs to catch up to you a little bit here. A little bit overextended from them. And you do like to come back down and usually back test them on your way up. So this sort of, you could be making your way back down here, flagging out. This catches up. Now you get a nice bounce. And then come back up and test the highs. Just like we said in the daily. I think that's what makes the most sense here. And then you kind of figure out what you want to do. You figure out what you want to do from there. But ultimately, I think engine looks good for a continuation to the upside, right? It's got kind of a classic continuation pattern in general. So, and then OGN. Just China selling off again. Nothing to see here. I don't know if we can use that excuse anymore, Philly. Listen. I'm as much as a bull as you guys, right? You guys know that. We can't use the excuses we were using last year, right? We can't use the China sell-off, right? Because I think the exchanges are officially shut down now. At least Huobi, I think, is officially shut down now. And we can't use the taxes anymore. We can't use that excuse anymore. Okay? We're sort of running out of excuses here. Now, what I said yesterday, another thing that I thought was pretty bullish, just to quickly touch on it here. Let me do OGN and we'll kind of touch on this real quick. But OGN, is there a better OGN chart? This one's kind of trash. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, yeah, this makes it look so much better. It made it look like trash to good. At least in the grand scheme of things here. All right. So OGN. I like what I'm seeing here in the grand scheme of things, right? Previous resistances just flipping into new support, right? Now, if you look at this in a nutshell, right? You're mostly just, you're going to see this from a lot of different assets, but you're mostly just holding in a range, okay? You're mostly just holding in a range here, right? Kind of just oscillating up and down, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. So you're really just waiting on a break out of this range. Let's check the daily EMA ribbon. You're probably going to be below it because you're at the bottom of the range, which you are. So now you're just waiting for a break back above this. No bullish div on the daily. I wish I would have seen that there for the bottom. You guys ever do that like randomly? Go. It's kind of weird. sound like a squirrel. Anyways, I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna stop that now. Lower lows and actually Ah, my eyes deceive me. There is no bullish divergence there, but it already bounced anyway. So, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that matters. 4 hour, it's not really showing us too much. It's not really showing us much. I think if anything, it's showing a little bit of bearish divergence here. Off the 4 hour EMA ribbon, you guys can also see there's a little bit of bearish divergence at the top side, where you have higher highs and lower highs. So, to my horse every day. Keith, do you actually have a horse, man? You actually have a horse? That's pretty dope. I listen. I'm not responsible enough to take care of a horse. I'm not even responsible enough to take care of myself. So keep that in mind. But props to you. Props to you if you were able to own a horse, man. But higher highs, lower highs. Let's see if that pulls you back a little bit, at least in the short term. At least in the short term, probably maybe you pull back down, and then you round back out. Nice, maybe possible inverse head and shoulders action, depending on what Bitcoin does. But I think short term would make sense for a pullback slightly. But I mean, in reality, like we said, I like the general structure that OGN is showing us here, in the grand scheme of things, right? Krieg's own a horse. Okay, Krieg's own a horse. 1 million SHIB. People are still saying how many SHIB that I own. Nice. I like it. Forever said, my little sister owns a horse, and I feel you. I can barely take care of myself. Nice. Make sure you guys hit up that like button, by the way. Hit up that like button. I know it's not much really going on right now, man. I mean, I know it sucks, guys. I know it sucks. It's really not much going on. I wish there was more going on. I want to be entertained. I want to be entertained by the charts. Because here's the thing. When I'm entertained by the charts, you know, it's more stuff I could talk about. The charts just aren't entertaining right now. It's actually slightly, how should I say this? It's slightly, kind of like what we said the other day. I don't know if it's worse than watching paint dry, or I think we asked this the other day on a poll. What's worse, watching Bitcoin right now or watching paint dry? I think, you know, watching Bitcoin right now might be worse. It might be worse, honestly. Tap dance? You really want me to tap dance on stream right now? I'm not going to tap dance. No, because no one wants to see me tap dance. All right. ETH close to the 4236 fib level, limited room to grow. I wouldn't say that. I mean, listen, just because it's the 4236, I don't think it means it's limited room to grow. I mean, that doesn't, to me, that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And it's not even really at the 4236. The 4236 would be 6,000, at least on the longer term fibs. Unless you're talking about shorter term fibs, which I don't think really matters in reality. I don't think shorter term fibs really matter. But yeah, that's what I'll say about that, man. You still got room to run, even if that was the top. And in the past, if you look at Fibonacci's, like, they're just a guidance point on where people take profits, not usually the top, right? I mean, if you were to make that same argument, you took the fibs here, I mean, you would have been way off, right? You would have been way off. This thing continued way higher than the Fibonacci's. You would have sold all the way down here at $72 when ETH went to 400. Yeah, if you did the same thing back here, for instance, this one, I mean, this one was a little bit closer, but you still went, you know, $300 higher than that 4236. So I don't think that's exact science, really. It's more so just a general guideline on where people might be taking profits, you know. So keep that in mind. The muscle guy, Jordan, could tap dance with the best of them. Yep. The muscle guy. Listen, the muscle guy, he has good pants on. Remember that time we didn't know what he had on? Let's see him tap dance. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. He doesn't have feet. He doesn't have feet. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to do it. We're not gonna be able to do it. He doesn't have feet. Link said, bruh, the crab market is fine. We need to have patience. Too many folks act entitled to get pumps all the time. I agree, man. I agree. I'm more so just talking as far as, you know, as far as viewers here, you know. I'm more so talking about that. Listen, consolidation's fine in the grand scheme of things. It's just not fun to watch, right? It's just not fun to watch, in my opinion. Whoa! Jordan, that scared me. It's not the daily close. It's not the daily close. It's the daily close was 45 minutes ago. What do you mean the daily close? Now I'm confused. I don't like being confused. I thought it was 7 o'clock. This is ridiculous. I'm confused. I don't know why that went off. So it's slightly weird. That'll. Sorry, it said OMG Jordan. Nice, man. Michelle said, say grand scheme of things again and watch to see what happens. Grand scheme of things. See you, man. See you, man. I'll see you next time, bro.
Rant alert.
All right, let's look at Soul for Denise. Denise, what's going on, girl? All right, Soul, Phantasma, I should say. Someone said empathy towards Jabba. Empathy towards Jabba. What do you say? Makes me a loser. How can you have empathy towards Jabba? You can't have empathy towards Jabba. Jaja Banks. You guys know who Jaja Banks is? Yeah, Phantasma looks really good. What was your question though, Denise? I took profit. Want to know if I should have hodled more. I mean, it technically yes. I mean, it is going up. What I would say though is, this was a pretty nice breakout. I mean, you can see the RSI breakout too was really nice. You broke that. Obviously, that kind of pointed to the move to the upside there, which was really nice. This is just looking really good. I mean, daily has plenty of room to run. 4 hour has plenty of room to run. Hourly is starting to have a little bit of bearish div. If you want to get a little bit higher to nullify this, a little bit higher, you are making higher highs and lower highs in the general grand scheme of things here. But if you can get up a little bit higher and get above this previous high here, you'll nullify that. But right now you do have a little bit of bearish divergence forming on the hourly. But generally, I mean, it's the hourly chart. I mean, the daily looks really good. Not really seeing anything that would slow this down at the moment, unless there's some type of Fibonacci here, which, yeah, you already smacked the golden pocket zone. So I would think that this thing is at least primed to come up and test the highs, in my personal opinion. Hourly showing a little bit of bearish dips. You might get a little bit of a pullback before continuation to the upside, but daily is looking sexy, juicy, and primed to test the highs for Phantasma, in my personal opinion. All right. Why are you such a hero? I don't know, man. I try to be. All right. Juicy chart. Yeah, Phantasma. This is looking juicy. Worst Star Wars character of all time, Jar Jar Banks. He is. Jar Jar Banks was such a pointless character in Star Wars. He really was. Not better than Jabba. Jabba the Hutt was great. Who was another guy? Obviously, Darth Vader, great. The Emperor was great. Jar Jar Banks was ridiculous, though. Absolutely ridiculous. Chris, what's going on, man? Thanks for the super chat, dude. He said, can you take a look at CKB? When will we see a move? Let's find out. Because I think we want to see a move on something, right? CKB. There you go, man. You're getting a move right now. You are getting a move right now, man. I mean, this was either a nice breakout of a wedge formation or, you know, a breakout of this pattern here. I mean, this looks good. This looks good in my opinion. I would say that the wedge formation breakout was a little bit more touches on the top side. I like this a little bit better. But I think when you look at this, the measure move target would be the top of the wedgie, right? Our big old wedgie at about 3.6 cents would be the target there, right? A move up to 3.6 cents. You're getting a move right now, right? You're getting a move right now. So I think no bearish div on the daily. So you're looking good there. Let's check the 4 hour. 4 hour is, yeah. There are higher highs, lower highs, but I do think you can continue. You can still have a continuation to the upside here. Check the 4 hour EMA ribbon. Nice back test to this. I think you still got move. You still got room to run to the upside here, in my opinion. Back above the daily EMA ribbon. I think CKB has potential to come back up to test 3.6. In my personal opinion, obviously just getting some resistance on the previous high, but I do think that you'll make your way back up there. As far as I'm seeing, for CKB, another juicy chart. We got some juicy charts. There's some juicy charts playing out here, which is pretty nice, in my opinion. You know, which is good. No pump song today. Bitcoin's down. Yeah, man. It is what it is. We chilling, waiting for the consolidation to be over. We'll have our time, man. Something tells me in a couple weeks, we're going to be sitting here going, we're dumping. Why is it through? Something tells me we're gonna be dancing in a couple weeks. I have the feeling in my cojones. Okay, I have the feeling in my cojones. We just need to have some patience, man. We just need to have some patience. All right, let's do it. Let's stay patient here. Okay. He likes Litecoin. Litecoin. I don't like Litecoin.
Nope.
That's definitely not true. Pump and dump. The pump and dump. I don't know why he keeps doing that, man. Listen, I still got some audio issues with this thing. Still working out some bugs. Okay, we still got some bugs here with the new little thing here, but we're making progress. We're making progress. Creeks, what's going on, girl? Uni. Why do I say uni? Why did I say uni? Uni, please and thanks. Looks like a fat double bottom on the 1 hour chart. Okay, a fat double bottom. Let's check out the fat double bottom. It's not a skinny double bottom. It's a fat double bottom. Yeah, it's thick. It's a thick double bottom. On the 1 hour. It's thick. Thick with 2 Ks. Not 1K. 2 Ks. Yeah, I like the setup, and this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at how many tests of the support you have. You have 1, you have 2, you have 3. Beautiful tests. You have the downtrend of resistance smacked. Okay, I need a little smack sound effect. I need a whoot, whoot. I need one of those so bad. Whoot. But you broke that to the upside, back tested it as support, and now you're getting a nice move to the upside again, which is nice. Now, obviously, that's what you want to see in the general grand scheme of things. Obviously, it's the hourly, right? No bearish div. I mean, you still got some room to run there too. I mean, the 4 hour looks great. 4 hour looks pretty good on this. I would say, you know, you could argue this was just a big descending triangle breakout to the upside. Let me just see what the measured move would be for DOT here. Measured move would put you right around 2080, or sorry, not for dot, for uni. I keep saying dot. Uni. 2083. Use Melissa. Listen, I don't use Melissa. That's Java, okay? I don't use Melissa. That's Java. I'll use someone else, okay? I'll use someone else. D. Kennedy, listen, I agree with you. I agree with you. I do think it has its uses, though. I will say that. 2080 would be the target. 2083 for uni, if that breaks out. But I like the little breakout there. It's nice. It's nice. Did I miss Shiba? What's up, Jay? Happy New Year. What's going on, man? What's going on? Did you miss Shiba? I think you did. I think you did miss Shiba. But generally speaking, I think you guys saw Antonio Brown. I see you guys talking about Antonio Brown in the chat. Antonio Brown is an idiot, man. Antonio Brown is an idiot. What is he doing? Why is he just walking off the field? And then why is he walking off the field and then just going? What's wrong with that guy? That guy has some serious issues, man. But yeah, happy New Year, Kennedy. Whales will pump when ready. Yeah, we're waiting on the whales, dude. I mean, we're still waiting on the whales in the grand scheme of things. I see one right now. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Tex said, "Are you gay?" I don't know, man. You guys are saying in the chat. No, I am not. I am a heterosexual male. You know, very much so. Peace. I've heard so many alleged reasons for him quitting. I don't know, man. He's just like, peace out. He's like, peace, I'm dipping. It's like, dude, just stay. You're making millions of dollars. Why are you dipping? Just stay. I get you're pissed off, man, but there's people pissed off at their job every single day, and you're just gonna dip, right? Some people are just like, I don't have the luxury to just dip, you know? I think he's flirting with you. I don't know, man. Man, that's funny. You guys are funny, man. How about them Giants? I don't know. That was a pickup line. He's trying to pick me up. No, man. Fortunately for you, I'm not. Whales. Fear and greed. We can check the fear and greed. Fear and greed. What's going on over here? 29 again. We gotta go to the dentist still, apparently. Yeah, but 29. We're chilling in fear, right? We're chilling in fear. Everyone's still scared, even though there's no volume. Why are you all you guys scared in this dump? There is not 1 ounce of volume. There's not 1 ounce of volume. But Mike, I'm scared. I've been so fearful for the last couple weeks. But we've just been hovering above support. I'm so scared. Mike, can you sleep with me? Please, sleep with me. I don't know what to do. Bitcoin's looking so scary. The crypto market is dead. What are we gonna do? Man. Hopefully Mike doesn't sleep with Bob there. There's no volume. Lindsay, what's going on, Lindsay? Lindsay Queen. Check out Matus. Okay, we can do that. Matus. Metis. What's going on? Matus. What's going on from Matus? What's going on from Matus? Oh, man. All I want to do is play the pup song, but I can't do it. I can't do it. At least right now. At least right now. All right, so for Matus, what the heck are we doing? What are we doing, boys? This thing's kind of all over. Look at this thing on the 4-hour. This thing is all over the place. Look at this thing. This looks like a dead giraffe. Doesn't it? Like, this looks like a dead giraffe. We might have to have market makers come on and do the TA for this one. Come on, Brendan. Come on, Brendan. Come on, bro. What's going on, guys? It's Brendan from Market Makers here. Yes, I did grow a beard. It makes me look a lot more masculine than I looked before. Okay, so let's jump. Let's jump on into the chart. Guys, we have a dead giraffe. We have a dead giraffe pattern here on Matus. I know you guys don't care about Matus, but it's a clear dead giraffe. You guys can see that, that the head, you guys can see the head got smushed back behind its legs. Okay, you guys can see this used to be the legs right here, and it got smushed back between the legs. Dead giraffe pattern. The measure move of the dead giraffe is all the way down to our previous low before we had the breakup, right? So 0.0045 is the measure move of the dead giraffe. Okay, and that's what we have to say. All right, so. If you guys want to be a part of the best trading group in crypto, the fastest trading group in crypto, make sure you guys sign up for our trading group right down below. The fastest growing trading group in crypto. Make sure you guys don't miss out. It is the best group in crypto. Okay, stop listening to these moon boys. Guys, the crypto market is going to dump. Stop listening to all the moon boys. Okay, stop listening to all the moon boys. I'll see you guys later. Brendan from Market Makers. Peace out. In reality, man, this thing on the 4-hour chart is literally going nuts. I don't know what's going on there, but I mean, the daily, it broke back below your previous highs, and you actually came back down and back tested them as resistance. So I wouldn't say this is the most bullish looking chart in the world, especially since the 4 hours literally just going everywhere. I mean, it's it's going everywhere. But yeah, I mean, I could see this coming a little bit lower here for sure. Let's see what we'd be looking at here. I mean, your golden pocket zone sitting here. I think you probably make your way back down here. I'm gonna assume back between 0.017 and 0.016. I would assume you come back down and test this range, especially since you back tested this previous resistance and confirmed it as resistance again. So that's what I'll say about that. In a nutshell. Totally not stuffed cabbage. Hold on. I need to figure out what this was, guys. I need to figure out what this was. Cabbage stuffed with rice. Oh, there it is. There it is. A guampki. That's what it is. Guampki. That's what it is. Guampki. There it is. You guys haven't had it. It's really good. It's really good. Giraffe toe. It's not a giraffe toe. Guampki. I think I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it right. Let me know in the chat if I'm saying it right. Can you take a look at YFI? I got you. I got you on YFI. YFI. Let's see. YFI. It's not a cabbage roll. You guys love the cabbage roll. It's not a we're not eating sushi out here. Okay? We're not eating sushi. Okay? Hey, we're not coming out here and eating sushi rolls. It's not a cabbage roll. Okay, you're not dipping it in soy sauce. Okay, that's not what we're doing here. All right, YFI looks juicy. Holy moly, YFI looks juicy. We're playing the pump song and we're dancing. We're dancing out here. I'm almost saying it right. There we go. I think I'm saying it right now, apparently. Almost. I'm almost saying it right, which is good. I'll take almost. I'm not the best pronouncer. The things that outside of America. Not the best pronouncer, but I'll take being close enough. No, but YFI looks juicy. About time we can play the pump song, man. All I want to do is dance half the time. You know? But yeah. Downtrend of resistance, back test to that. And now you just broke the previous high. It's a classic setup. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing... I mean, it has room to run on the daily, right? It has plenty of room to run on the daily here. 4 hours getting a little bit up there. I would say it's going to be tough. The only thing I'll say about this, it's going to be tough to break the previous 4 hour high on the RSI. Doesn't mean that it can't continue up from here. But you're probably going to end up with some type of bearish divergence on the 4 hour. Daily looks fine, but 4 hour, unless you really start moving here, unless you really start pumping, you know, pumping, not pumping and dumping, right? We don't pump and, well, some of you guys maybe pump and dump, but you know, but lower highs, and you know, unless this really starts pumping, you're probably gonna end up with higher highs in this sort of scenario. So what you want to see is this come up a little bit higher than the previous high. I mean, you probably need to pull back anyway at that point. But what I probably see happening is a move up to about 44,000 ish, right? 43,964, probably up to there, and then probably a slight pullback, and then hopefully a continuation up after that. So something like this, get a move up, come back down, back test these levels, and then hopefully continue up from there. But you know, YFI looks really good there in the daily time frame, which really is all that matters in my opinion. You know, I don't really care about these short-term time frames in reality. Literally, Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, we've been looking at the Bitcoin dominance. I mean, it's right there. I mean, look at the Bitcoin dominance. Look at the Bitcoin dominance. It is right there. It is right there. Someone said the Bitcoin dominance is close to breaking down. That would be good for alts. That would be very good for alts. That wouldn't crush alts. This would be good. If this broke down, that would be super good for altcoins, guys. Super good for altcoins. Really nice. Really juicy. Guac is a stuffed pepper. I like stuffed peppers too. Stuffed peppers are, oh my god. If you want the key to my heart, make me some stuffed peppers, okay? Red or green. Stuff that crap with rice. Throw some, you know, maybe throw some taco meat in there. Some cheese. Oh. Lord, have mercy on your soul. Lindsay asked for spell as well. Thank you, Lindsay. Appreciate that. Oh, you asked for VGX. My man. All right, my girl, Lindsay Queen. VGX. Let's look at VGX. What do we got going on? What do we got cooking? Stop spitting. Hey, Mike, I'm going to keep spitting on you, man. I'm going to keep spitting. We're not crypto here. We don't get spit on. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we do here. Is there a better chart for VGX? This one kind of crap. There we go. Voyager. Oh, Voyager. What are we doing? There was a time where Voyager was looking really nice. Back in the day. Back in like July. This is not the whole chart. This is no. Not the whole chart. Lindsay said, I'm a man with a girl's name. You're still my girl. All right, Lindsay, you're still my girl. You wanted to make your name with a girl name? You're still my girl. All right. So VGX, I guess that is the whole chart, I guess. So what are we cooking with here? What are we cooking? What are we cooking for dinner? What are we cooking for dinner? I would say, you know, if we're sitting here cooking, you know, the previous daily close highs still flipping as support. So the structure is there, as we always like to say. All right, it's all about the structure. It's all about that structure. You know, you need good structure here. Come on, man. Come on, Keith. Don't be saying that in the chat, man. All right. You got higher lows and you got lower lows here. So the bullish divergence was there. Kind of played out, but didn't really get too much. Didn't really get too much from there, which is slightly you know, interesting. But let's see what happens. You know, let's see what happens. Jordan is a name that can go both ways too. That's very true. That's very true. I actually know more girl Jordans than I do guy Jordans. I do have to say. I think I know 2 girl Jordans, and I think I know 1 other guy Jordan. I will say. But yeah, the bullish divergence was there. It didn't really play out too well. You kind of came back down. So now what you're hoping for is you're hoping for a double bottom here off this. So you're hoping for a move back up to sort of have a W reversal. That's sort of what you're hoping for here. You're not really getting the juice just yet. Not really any juice in the grand scheme of things. Now I'm just saying it on purpose. There was this guy in the chat earlier who said he was kind of a Karen. He was kind of a Karen. If you say the grand scheme of things one more time, I swear I'm unsubscribing. I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. I'm going to unsubscribe. And I'm going to dislike your video. I will dislike your video and unsubscribe if you say that one more time, man. One more time. Do not say it the grand scheme of things. Do not say it ever again. It's offensive. Oh, man. Shout out to you in the chat who said that, if you're still in here. Shout out to, because I've said it a few times just to piss you off at this point. Just to piss you off. I would say this is consolidating for a move. You're probably going to see a move relatively shortly here for a Voyager with lower highs and higher lows. Should see a move within the next 2 days. I know that sounds like such a long time from now, right? Such a long time from now. But you know, let's see. You're like we said, you're right at support. You know, you would hope that your ultimate measured move to the upside would be 338. Obviously, this could still break to the downside. Keep that in mind. I would say a test of 280 would make sense if you broke to the downside. So keep that in mind. But yeah, we'll see what happens. You're right at support. Hoping for a double bottom. Let's see if you get it. Let's see if you get it. And then we'll do spell as well for Lindsay Queen, which apparently is a man. Listen, Lindsay, why? I don't know if your name's actually Lindsay. Why is your name Queen? Why is your name Queen if you are a man? I'm generally shocked here. Like, listen, do whatever you want to do. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. You know, maybe there is, but why is your name Queen if you're a man? I need to know. I need to know what's going on here. I need to know the psychology behind this, because it's honestly kind of interesting. I would say. Interesting name. I don't know if I would make. That's like me making my name Jordan Queen. Imagine if my name was Jordan Queen. None of you guys would watch me. Like, why the heck is this guy's name Queen? You know, I would never make my name Queen. But you know, to each their own. To each their own, I guess. I'm not only a man, I'm a manly man. The universe hates me. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense, man. I wouldn't care, Jordan Queen. Listen, my name's not going to be Jordan Queen, except on the internet. All right, let's look at Spell. Is this the whole chart for Spell? Is this all we got? Okay. I didn't think that's all we had, because I remember looking at way more price action back in the day. Michael Jordan has a beautiful Viking. Jordan Queen. Let's see. Let's see what's going down here. So, I mean, you got the basic structure standpoint, you know, in general here. In general, you just offended my life. I guess I did. Let's see. So, previous high, flipped into support, right? I appreciate Jay Cricket, by the way. Appreciate Jay Cricket. Everyone say hi to Jay Cricket. Everyone say hi to Jay Cricket in the chat. Everyone wave hi to Jay Cricket. No, but previous highs, flipped into support. Let's see if, let's see. I mean, so many alts that have this setup. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's there, right? It's there. You have just previous highs flip into support. Now, we can look at this from this standpoint too, where maybe you broke a, you know, upward sloping support line that you broke to the downside and getting a resistance on still. But man, we are just patiently waiting here for a move, right? We're patiently waiting here for a move in the adrenal stream. I keep saying it, but yeah, downtrend and resistance. You keep getting the downtrend and resistance. You keep getting it. It just keeps coming. Same thing on the downside, right? General downtrend and support. So we'll see which one happens next. I mean, it's you had bearish div here. It's getting you pushed down. Won't be surprised if you come back down here and test the lows at 2 cents. Maybe even come down and test this support before continuing to the upside. But bearish div right there, played out. Boom, getting the pullback. Probably expect at least a short-term pullback there. Maybe even come back down and test the 2 cent support, like we said. What's Bitcoin doing? Oh, God. Bitcoin, man. Come on, bro. One of these days, I'm going to fall asleep on stream. I'm literally going to fall asleep on stream. Imagine if I fell asleep on stream one day. I don't know what you guys would do. Jordan, check out ABBC. Thinking of getting some. Looks bottomed out. ABBC. What is that? Am I getting trolled? Or is this legit? ABBC. Looks bottomed. Holy much. Oh. Yeah, I shorted this. Savvy told me to short this. Me and Savvy are getting new Lambos tomorrow. Holy crap. Thank you, Savvy. Holy crap. I put all my Bybit gift cards into this. I put all my Bybit gift cards I put into this. Holy moly. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. No, but holy crap, man. It looks like it's bottomed out. It could be. It could be bottomed out. I mean, you're getting some upwards momentum here in the RSI. Not really resulting in any type of immediate huge price action. Let's go to the daily time frame here. The daily time frame. But yeah, I mean, it looks probably the best that it's had in a while. The daily RSI is bottomed out. Last time it was, you know, it did relatively closely. I mean, you went a little bit lower, but relatively closely marked the relative bottom there. So, you know, keep that in mind. It probably will get at least the short-term relief rally coming up shortly here. And like, In the next couple weeks, you probably get some type of short-term relief rally. It doesn't have to happen right away, right? You could sort of do one of these where you do bottom out. You do bottom out. You still continue a little bit lower, right? The RSI actually comes up because you lose momentum, and then you have some type of daily bullish divergence, and then move to the upside. But I think generally speaking, you are probably pretty close to a relative short-term bottom. But here's the thing: your 4-hour RSI is resetting without you actually getting any major momentum to the upside, right? The price action isn't great, and that 4 hours resetting here. So I think this could kind of come back and turn over here, at least a little bit more before getting a serious move to the upside. But ABCC is definitely looking interesting. Definitely interesting. A sea of red. That's definitely a brutal chart on the daily. It's not actually that bad. Like, I've seen a lot worse. If we just go from the candle close, it's down 50%. I've seen a lot worse in my lifetime. I think we've all seen a lot worse. No, it's not bad. It just looks bad because like every day is red, just consistent downtrend. But it's really not that bad. Really not that bad. What's up, Ray Santos? Appreciate you, my brother. Make sure you guys go follow Ray Santos on Twitter. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool over there. Does a bunch of giveaways and stuff. Appreciate that though, man. Forever Young said, having Forever Young, man. It's a good song. I haven't heard that song in a long time. I don't know if it would be good anymore because I listened to it when I was like a teenager. You guys know that Jay-Z song? Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Wish I was good of a singer as I was a dancer. I wish. Fortunately, that's not very true. Having an 8 days for RVN. Can you peep the charts? RVN. Raven coin. Okay. Halving is in 8 days. Interesting. Will that have an effect on price? Is the question we're all waiting for, right? Is the question we are all ultimately waiting for here. Let's take this out. Get out of here, line. Get out of here, line. I want to speak to your manager, you stupid line. But we're coming up. Halving's in 8 days. But you're right about here. I got to assume that you're probably going to see a move sometime soon, right? I mean, especially if the halving's in 8 days. I gotta assume you're gonna see a move soon. You know what I mean? Let me actually take this. I mean, yeah, looking pretty good. Let's see if there's anything on the. I mean, the daily's not giving us really an edge at the moment. No edge really at the moment, but let's zoom in and see if we have anything here on the 4 hour at least. Nothing really there as of now. You were setting the 4 hour nicely. Setting the 4 hour kind of nicely. A little bit nicely. I mean, as much as you can, as much nicely as you can reset a 4 hour time frame, right? But, yeah, right about there. Right about there makes sense for a pullback. Let's take our fibs out too. Maybe a little bit lower to the 0.5. I could see you coming back down to 9.8. Still resetting that 4 hour RSI. Hourly is getting pretty oversold there. I could see you go a little bit lower, right? Right to the 9.8 cent level. Hourly be oversold. Then your ultimate move here would be to bounce back up after the hourly RSI is oversold, just like it was down here. We eventually came in, oversold it, right? And then that was the ultimate. You obviously went lower one more time, and then you sort of moved back up again. So that's what you're waiting for there in the short-term time frame. But I think the daily's primed. The daily's getting primed at least for a move here relatively soon. Obviously, just like everything else, you're looking at middle of February is the apex. I think you'll break out before then. Like we said, total market cap looks like it's going to break out middle of January. So we'll see what happens, man. Forever hung. Forever hung, man. Manifest it and you will be a good singer. All right, let me try to manifest it here. Forever. That didn't work. I am a good singer, okay? I am a good singer. Here we go. And I gonna sing some Celine Dion here. Oh man, I'm definitely not a good singer though. Link the Slink. Link the Slink is still in our ascending triangle. We sort of said we're going to get a nice bounce from this trend line. We did. Look at that. We bounced nicely there. What a nice bounce. What a nice bounce. I'm still looking for a test back up to 23 bucks. Are we really getting excited over a $23 Bitcoin? A $23 Link. Imagine a $23 Bitcoin.
Nope.
We ain't getting excited over a $23 Bitcoin. All right, sorry, a 23-hour chain link. Okay, I'm so used to saying Bitcoin, it's crazy. We're not excited for that right now. So we got a lot of work to do, but at least in the short term, we're trying to make some moves. Just getting a pullback right now because Bitcoin's sort of coming back down. I mean, that's sort of how it works, right? Bitcoin's coming down a little bit right now. Everything else is going to come down a little bit right now. You guys can see by the red down here, right? 1%, 1%. You got dot up a little bit, but that's really it, right? Nothing else is really up right now. So that's why Chainlink's coming down. I don't think it's going to last. I do think you're coming up to 23 bucks here in the immediate short term. Kind of just stuck on the daily EMA ribbon, which is sort of an issue. 4 hour, the 4 hour. You could come back down and test the 4 hour EMA ribbon there, and then continue up. Let's see. Jordan's bearish. I'm not bearish, man. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh man. Keep being ruthless in 2022. Appreciate you again, Ray Santos. Appreciate you again, man. Appreciate you again. Listen. Link hash graph. You keep saying the mod. You keep saying the mods are timing you out for no reason. Listen, when people say that, here's what I'll say in the chat, guys. Here's what I'll say in the chat. If people say that, I look at what you said. Okay, I literally go look at what you said, and it's just you crapping on the mods. So obviously, if you're crapping on the mods, they're gonna time you out. I would too. Okay, I would too. All right. So listen. You're not gonna get timed out unless you say something super offensive. Listen, I have a big mouth. Okay, I understand. Right? You're not gonna get timed out unless you say something offensive, or that you're saying, "Oh, the mods suck here." Then you're gonna get timed out. That's the way it works. Okay, that's the way it works.
Rant alert.
Stop singing, Philly. I got you, man. I'll stop singing. I'll stop singing just for you. Looks like we're going down to 43K. 43K. I don't think we're going down to 43K, man. I don't think we break this trend line. I do not think we break this trend line. What do you guys think? Let me ask you guys in the chat. Do you think, okay? Do you think that we break this trend line right here? Okay? Okay? Do we break this trend line here for BTC? Do we break it? I want to ask you guys in the chat. I don't think that we break this trend line. You know? More singing for the haters? We're not singing for the haters, man. We are not singing for the haters. Man, I got. I'm trying to see what the general sentiment in the chat is right now. Great 15. No, everyone's saying nope. Okay, people are generally pretty positive here. You know what I think it might be, and this is sort of a quick rant alert, real quick again.
Rant alert.
You know, this is a quick rant alert here. I think all the trolls are bored. I think all the trolls went back to their cave and they're bored. Because you guys noticed the other day, not the other day, but maybe like 2 weeks ago, how many trolls were in the chat and how many bears were in the chat. I think that they're all bored. And I think that's what separates the bulls from the bears, right? The bulls continuously keep their interest in crypto, keep learning, right? Keep learning, whether it's charts, whether it's fundamentals. We stay here through the bad times and the good times. That's what separates the bears from the bulls. The bears, they'll sit in here for 2 weeks and they'll troll. They'll troll for 2 weeks, and then they'll get bored, and then they'll go live their life and eat their box of KFC chicken wings. I'm a bear, right? That's what they'll do. But us bulls, we're here through thick and we're here through thin. Consistently. And that's what separates us. And that's why the bulls always get the last laugh. The bears might laugh for, a month, 2 months, 3 months, maybe even longer at times. But the bulls always get the last laugh. You hear it here first. You heard it here first. We will get the last laugh, bears. Promise me on that. We're already laughing. I mean, we're stressing out right now. Bitcoin's at $47,000. Why are we, in the grand scheme of things here, why are we panicking? Why are we panicking over a $47,000 Bitcoin? Think about that for a second. There was a time in 2020 where Bitcoin was at $3,000. And for the majority before that, it was, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. And Bitcoin's at $47,000 right now. The only people that should be flipping out are the people that have bought at 60,000, 65, 69, which you shouldn't have bought up there anyway. Right? You shouldn't have FOMO'd in above 60K. That's sort of on you. So anyone who bought at reasonable times, bought the dips like they should not be panicking. It's only the people that bought higher or the people that don't own any crypto. It's obvious the people that troll, man. It's obviously the people that troll. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Sometimes it's just the negativity in the space, and you go back and look at some of the numbers that have been put up over the course of the last year. It just baffles me how people can be bearish in crypto in the grand scheme of things. It absolutely baffles me. We did this exercise the other day. We literally did this exercise the other day. I mean, ETH, which, is one of the least bullish. I mean, obviously it had a crazy time here, but ETH, if you don't even count the wick, let's not count the wick on the weekly. Let's just count, the weekly close in March, okay, at $122. ETH did a 30x, is still up 30x from that point. Now, I know everyone didn't buy down there, okay, and that's you guys will say, well, Jordan, we didn't buy down there. Okay, I mean, let's just assume that you bought in March. Semi-reasonable. A lot of people were around in March. Let's say you bought in March. ETH is still up over 2x from that point. You shouldn't be like, oh, the end is near, right? I mean, it baffles me, man. It baffles me every single day. And I'm ranting right now because, I feel like ranting, and I like to rant when there's not a lot of things going on. I mean, I generally do like to rant, man. I generally do. It's ridiculous, bro. Why? Why are we here? Chris said bears eat KFC and other things in the trash. Yes, they eat KFC. They have big, giant nuts to kick. Okay, a lot of big, giant nuts to kick. Aladi said, Ruthless sent me here. What's going on, man? Appreciate all the Ruthless guys coming in here right now. Appreciate you guys. Make you guys smack up that like button here. I'm staying on a little bit here to rant because I am baffled. I am absolutely baffled. Basically, if you bought anything other than Bitcoin right now, you are up. Facts, man. Absolute facts. Even Bitcoin, you're up. Let's be honest here. Keith said, to make me smile and laugh. Exactly, Keith. I'm here to make Keith smile and laugh. That's what I'm here for. Power. Bears. Some people in the chat, I don't know what you're saying. You just say random stuff in the chat. Like, I'll literally look at the chat and I'll see. Let me find a good example here. Let me find you a good example here. The negativity fuels the rants. That's definitely true. How do you say your name, dude? Suzes? Suzes? I'm so bad at saying stuff. That's why I couldn't say Guanki. Guanki. Gunki. Ginky. That's why I can't say that. Facts. I'm getting up and everything. Thank you much. Toast to Jordan. Thank you guys. Listen, I'm here for the general grand scheme of things. People just have. Why do I keep saying that so much today? I've probably said that. You guys should go back and count how many times I said that today. I'll take a shot for every time I said that today. I'll take a shot. Holy crap, man! That could be a meme compilation. I've said that so many times today. I don't know why I have that saying stuck in my head today. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous how many times I've said that today. But yeah, I mean, listen, guys. I mean, people just don't have patience in this space. No patience in the space. And I think everyone's just so caught up on the narrative that Bitcoin's just going to go into some huge bear market. Guys, in my opinion, Bitcoin does not go lower than 30K. Worst case scenario, say if Bitcoin is in a bear market, a quote unquote bear market, I do not see Bitcoin going below 30K. I just don't see it, man. That's like the worst case scenario, doomsday scenario for me. Bitcoin goes back down to 30K. And even that, is that a huge deal in the grand scheme of things? No, just accumulate more and wait, man. Have some patience in this damn space. Have some patience in this damn space. When you have patience in times of boring periods, it usually ends up being a good buy period. Yeah, it might go down again, okay? But it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. If you accumulated here, okay, when it was low, yeah, it went lower. Yeah, it went lower, okay, it went a little bit lower, whatever. But did it really matter when it pumped back up here? No.
Nope.
Didn't matter whatsoever. It didn't matter whatsoever. So if you buy here and it goes back down to 40K and then it goes back up, does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? No, it doesn't really matter. You might say, all right, Jordan, what about 2017? What about 2017? This market is not like 2017. This market is not like 2017. Stop expecting 80 to 85% drops for Bitcoin. We will not get an 80% drop for Bitcoin. We will not get a damn 80 to 85% drop for Bitcoin. Please stop trying to compare this market to 2017. It will not perform like 2017. The market cap is like 20. The market cap is too big, man. We're not going to get some 80 to 85% drop. I know what people will say. Well, if I bought right here, like you said with your advice, if I bought right here, well, it dropped all the way to 3K. It dropped all the way to 3K. We're not going to have a typical bear market, man. It's just not going to happen. Not going to happen, man. The only reason we had these major drawdowns is because we had massive FOMO buys. Massive FOMO buys. We did not see the same thing this time. The only reason we had an 80% drop down is because we had massive FOMO coming up. We didn't see that this time. You're not going to have something like this. It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. And even if you bought right here, let's just play devil's advocate. You bought right here at $6,000, $7,000. Say if you bought at $6,000, $700,000, you would go back in time and buy the whole bag of Bitcoin at $6,000 and $7,000 if you could go back in time. So does it really matter in the grand scheme of things that it dropped down here to 3,000? No, it doesn't really matter. You'd go back in an instant to have a time machine to go back and buy at $6,000. Because if you had patience, well, this is what happened if you had patience. Patience, patience, patience. Da-da-da-da. People just don't have any patience. People don't want to wait longer than a month, 2 months to see a Lambo. You're not going to get a Lambo in 2 months. Wake up call, guys. You're not going to get a Lambo in 2 months. Okay, I'm going to give you guys some harsh reality. There will be no Lambo in 2 months. Bitcoin will not be at 200K in 2 months. It won't be. You got to have some damn patience. Bitcoin will not be at 200K in 2 months.
Rant alert.
Man, I'm going off right now. I'm going off. Sometimes, man. Man, dreams crushed. Ty will argue with that on their Lambo meter. That's facts, dude. It's a Lambo in 3 months. Oh, man. I'm going off right now. For no reason. Sometimes I just go off for no reason. Patience is key. Exactly, man. Exactly. How many people we got in here today? 929. We're ranting right now. We are absolutely ranting like crazy. That's what we're doing today. That's what we do in times like this. We rant. All right. D. Kennedy said, chill and talk about my ship. I'm not going to shill. I'm not going to shill. I'm not going to shill. I'm not going to do that either. But I'm not going to chill, man. Let's see. Go back in time here. Let's go back in time. Holy crap. Clint said, let's stake time on Wonderland just for a fun year. Lose a bit, so what? Win big, then celebrate. I'll put in a good amount to get started. Stake time on Wonderland? Listen, I don't know much about Wonderland. But sure, man, I'll buy some Wonderland. Why not? Why not, man? I'll buy some Wonderland at this point. I already know where everything's going to be. Whenever we start going back up, I know where things are going to be. You know, I could buy Doge Lawn Mars, in my opinion. Jan said, could you read my message? Slightly too long. Jan, what did you say, man? I don't see anything you said, Jan. I see nothing that you said, Jan. I don't see you in the chat. If I see you in the chat, I'll let you know, man. Celebrating the new year with more ETH, ADA, and Matic for long-time games. Those are great coins to accumulate, man. ETH, I would say more so ETH than Matic at this point, but you know, ADA still has a lot of promise. I know people like to crap on ADA and it's supposed to have so many things going on at this point, and it doesn't. I would say have some patience with that, right? Have some patience with that. You guys like my rant? Rant rating, I'm not doing a poll. Give me a rant rating, 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1 being a terrible rant, 4 being a great rant. 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the chat. How good is my rant? I would probably give that a 4 rant. I was going off. I was spitting bars, as they would say. I was spitting bars. Took it. Which alts do I own? I own a lot of alts, man. We can go over that in a second. Khalid said, I bought 3 BTC between 57 and 51K. I don't mind holding or the dips. Just regret not selling earlier and buying back. Could sell now and buy at 40K. You could if it goes down to 40K. You don't know if it is. That's the thing. Like it's easy to say, all right, I'm gonna sell now and buy back at 40K. What if it doesn't go to 40K and it just goes back up, right? That's the thing. I'm seeing a lot of 1s and a lot of 4s. A lot of 1s, man. Listen, you guys like to troll me in the chat. I know you guys like to troll me. You guys love to troll me. I'll give you a 4.5. Thank you, man. 1 because I was He said 1 because I was pooping at the time. You were pulling a Jabba, man. You were pulling a Jabba. So much better. You were pulling a Jabba, man. Have no fear. Steve is here. Did you look at Dot yet? Smash those likes and become a member today. Steve, what do you copy? Do you copy and paste that every day, man? I appreciate you, dude. You definitely copy that and paste every single day. Unless you type it out every single day yourself, which is also pretty impressive. I would say. It's also pretty impressive. All right. We sat at the same time. Let's see. Dot. We looked at Dot a little bit earlier. I would say Dot is. What the heck? All right. Dot is still below its daily EMA ribbon. What I'll say about Dot is. What I'll say about Captain Dot. It's not really Captain Dot. I guess I'm sort of exaggerating with Captain Dot. Right here's important level. You've been trying to hold this as support multiple times. You try to get some upwards momentum, which you're doing pretty good right now. You made a higher low, which you haven't done in a while. Now what you want to see for Dot, and it's kind of similar to Bitcoin, right? Where Bitcoin was trying to kind of nullify that now, sort of. I mean, it still could round out here and get an inverse head and shoulders. I mean, you're sort of kind of looking at the same thing here, right? Where you got a left shoulder, you got a head, and you got a right shoulder coming up. It's just a matter of breaking that 3126 neckline, okay? The 3126 neckline. If you can break that neckline, you'd be looking at, it's a really sexy neck, by the way. Sexy neck. All the way up about 3884 would be the target of that inverse head and shoulders, if that was to break to the upside. Ruckus Trading Channel, love your streams. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you being in here, especially during the boring days, man. The people that are here during the boring days are the true homies. The true homies are in here during the boring days. Okay, this time frame reminds me so much of June and July. It was just boring. June and July. The last like month or so has reminded me so much of that. I appreciate everyone that even comes and hangs out during this time, man. Because I understand it is super boring to look at. In my opinion, it's super boring to look at charts right now. But you guys are the true homies. The people that are here today are really the past, like, I would say more so the past 2 weeks are the true homies. And you guys are the ones that are going to have the patience to wait this out and see what happens next, man. I'm confident people that are in here right now are going to be the true beneficiaries when we do start going back up. But yeah, I mean, let's see what happens here for Dot. We said it's very similar to Bitcoin. You probably need Bitcoin to break out itself for Dot to also break this. So yeah, that's what we'll say for Dot. But Dot's general structure is fine. Still holding your support. You know. What's up, Freddie? Ah, man, some good tea. I love tea. I am obsessed with tea lately. Makes me really hyper, which I guess is good. It makes me really hyper, but I love tea. It's so good. It's so good, and it makes you feel more like wholesome and less bloated than coffee. I don't know what it is. It's a different type of feeling. Maybe because it's just like kind of pure water, where I guess coffee is too, but it's kind of different. I don't know. Something about it is so rich and pure. I'm sort of getting deep here, but it really is. Chill and talk about my SHIB. I will not talk about your SHIB because my SHIB is better. I have the cutest SHIB in all the land. Melvin said, come here for a laugh, then George for the hopium. It makes sense. I think it's a pretty good combo. As I try to give hopium too. I try to be somewhat a little bit more realistic, but I try to give a little bit hopium too, because I do like to keep my channel somewhat positive. Obviously, you can't be positive with everything, though, but I try to keep my channel somewhat positive. I don't think being like negative every single day is just not the way to live, man. It's just not the way to live to be just be consistently calling for, you know, down. Savvy. It's just not. How can you live like that? Just being negative and just hoping that something goes down. That just goes up. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge, even though I'm sort of judging right now. Savvy. Grand scheme of things confirmed, said 30x today. Grand scheme of things. That's true. Harmony One and Osis Network, please. I will look at Harmony One, man. Harmony One looks sexy. Holy moly. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Harmony ones. I literally said this in the beginning of the stream, and I said it on the Discord this morning. If Harmony 1 breaks this resistance, I will do some dirty things to Harmony here. Unbelievable dirty things. I did scoop up some Harmony in the last couple days. But yeah, I mean, downtrend resistance. This is breaking the 618 golden pocket and this downtrend resistance. Let's see if you can get the upwards movement, but there it is. There it is. Very similar to what you had back here with the breakout. So, not going to say it's going to play out the same way, right? Obviously, we got to wait to see if we get some momentum, but Harmony is looking like it's breaking out. It's looking juicy. And I want to play the pump song because, you know what? I feel like dancing tonight, baby. Oh, yeah. Wanna party? Dan said, been DCing into Harmony since 2 and 3 cents. There you go, brother. Yeah, but I'm looking for a move up to the 786. Oh, 32.6. 32.6. Head banging, baby. That's what we do here. We head bang. We do a little arm bang. We do a little bit of everything, man. Is Jordan from Ohio? What? Why would I be from Ohio? Out of all the places, why Ohio? It's so random. I am not from Ohio. Do I sound like I'm from Ohio? Because I'm not. I'm definitely not. OSIS network. We can move on to OSIS. OSIS network. Man, this thing also went to highs. Also went to the highs. This thing's getting a slight pullback at the all-time highs. Yeah, this thing's got a little bit of bearish divergence. I mean, it's on the closes. Got higher highs, lower highs on the daily. I mean, it's already kind of playing out too. So it's already kind of playing out. So a pullback here is likely. Let's see where our targets could be in this scenario. I think the most logical target is the previous high here at the 382. 37.2 would make a lot of sense of a pullback there. Let me go to the 4-hour here. See what we're kind of judging. What we're judging. The 0.5 would make a lot of sense too. I mean, a lot of previous resistance at that level too. So I think between 37.1 and 34.7 would make sense for a quick pullback. Get rid of that bearish divergence on the daily. Then hopefully a continuation to the upside. But OSIS looks pretty good. If we were to say what the next target would be, I'm not going to count that big wick to the downside. 1.618 is about 60 cents. So we'll see if this all-time high can break. 60 cents is coming up next. Just might get a slight pullback first. We come back down. We consolidate and then sort of make your way back up. But can't say that looks too bad. I can't say it looks too bad. He's from Tennessee. I'm from Tennessee, because you're the only 10 I see. You're the only 10 I see. Get it? Do I know Mitch Ray? I do know Mitch Ray. I used to watch Rich Ray a good amount. I still do sometimes. Not as much anymore. Kennedy said, are you Shiba salty because you sold, bro? Shiba salty because I sold? I have not sold my SHIB. I have not sold my SHIB. I'm still holding my SHIB. Some of you guys might say, this guy's still holding his SHIB. I am. Salty Shiba Inu. Appreciate that though, Kennedy. Mike, what's going on, man? Appreciate that too as well. Let's check out VeChain from Mike. Everyone say hi to Mike. There's so many mics. There's so many mics. There's just a lot of mics. A lot of mics, I would say. All right, VeChain. VeChain, to me, where VeChain is right now, it's just so undervalued. It's just not getting the oomph as everything else is. And I got to assume it's going to at some point. I just think where it is, it's just dumb. It's dumb undervalued. And I know I sound. Who talks like that? It's dumb undervalued. It's dumb. No, but it is kind of dumb. It is kind of dumb where this kind of sitting right now. Let's see. I mean, you're not really at an important level, I would say. I mean, you're more so just trying to build a base right around here. Let's actually zoom in a little bit. Daily is not too important there. Just at a big, really a point of resistance there at about 8.8 cents. That's kind of what you're struggling with. That way, yeah, we're getting a second pump song, by the way, guys. I'm working on getting a second pump song. I want it to be like the most legit pump song possible. You know, we're all jumping up and down in joy. I know we all do it already with our original pump song, but I want a legit pump song, like the most legit pump song ever. That's what I want to see. VeChain though, VeChain keep making higher lows. You might have broken short-term downtrend. You might have broken that short-term uptrend, you know, down there. Let's see if that holds, man. But this could just be, if you look at this, what I would say is, I mean, it was a nice W reversal. This could just be the consolidation above the neckline, which is really right about here. You can see that we had the break of the neckline. This could just be consolidation above the neckline. You know, where you had the W, you had the back test, and now you're looking to move up after the back test. So that could be a nice little W formation. You're just waiting for the upwards movement. Just zooming out, I just think where VeChain is right now, it's just terribly undervalued. You know, all-time highs were 25.3 cents. Nothing really changed. Nothing has changed, as Savvy would say. Nothing has changed as far as what VeChain can do, right? It's, to me, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Dale said no music changes. Trust me, man. We're keeping the original pump song. Okay? We're keeping it. All right, guys. What time is it? It's 9. Holy crap, it's 9 o'clock. Time goes by fast when you're having fun, I would say. But I'm going to get off because Bitcoin's not doing diddly squat. 47,100. Hopefully we start making some type of a little bit of volatility would be nice, right? In either direction, really. I wouldn't mind either direction. And I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind either direction. But all right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. We've been live for like 2.5 hours. So I'll catch you guys later. Make sure you guys hit up that like button before you go. Go follow me on Twitter down below and go join the Discord down below if you haven't already. If you guys do want to trade, use my Bybit link down below. Don't use Carl's. Okay, you guys get a $4,100 bonus if you sign up using my link after your initial deposit. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Do not panic sell your crypto. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And most of all, I don't know why I'm doing this, but don't panic sell your crypto. All right. Peace out, guys.